In this performance, I'll be peeling potatoes. I have 5 potatoes in this Perspex bowl here. I have a bowl for the rind, and I have a bowl for the peeled potatoes. I also have 3 different blades used for peeling potatoes on top of the cloth, and the cloth is there just in case it gets messy. Now if you want to at home, you can join me in this performance and you can peel potatoes too as you make a meal, or just for the sake of peeling potatoes. If you do it, however, it must be a conscious effort to peel those potatoes. If it's mindless, it will not be a performance, it will simply be peeling potatoes. But if you make a conscious effort, it will become a performance. Now I'll take my first potato, and the first blade, and the newest blade that I've got. Now this one I bought today, and I found out that it's completely useless. It's such a rubbish cutter. Now when I peel a potato, usually I peel in this direction, away from the body, because you don't want to be cutting your arteries. The arteries on this side are very close to the surface, and if you're cutting in that direction, if it just slips a little, there's a possibility it could touch the skin and scrape it off. Now this is what's happened with this peeler. I'm not sure I'll even attempt to use it. You've got this simple pin coming through it, and it is meant to hold it together there and meant to make it easier as the blade slips onto the potato. Now another way of cutting it, rather than the away way, is to have your thumb on the end and to pull the blade towards you like this. You can spin it around in that way. Now in theory this should be a very good blade, because at the end as well it's got a little point for gouging out any warts as they come out there. Those can go in the side. However, as I mentioned, it just falls apart on me, so I mean, we just throw that one out. It's completely useless. Now, the second blade we'll try is this one here. Now, this is a wonderful blade. This I've had a long time. And again, you can peel it away from you. You can peel it towards you using your thumb on the end, so it doesn't go any further than that thumb, like a sort of gate, to prevent any further slippage and cutting into the skin. And you can pull that along like that. It feels very natural to do so, but again I would recommend and suggest that you do it away from you. It feels less natural to do so, but it's a much safer method of peeling that potato. Now the disadvantage of this one, of course, is that it doesn't have some kind of gouger on the end to help you remove the warts. Now, my dad once told me that if you remove warts on potatoes and bury them in the ground, it can get rid of little warts on on the bottom of your feet. I've tried it, and actually, as a sort of home remedy, it seems to work pretty well. But you see, we've got a wart just there, and in fact, instead of just gouging it out, you can just go over it a number of times to get rid of it. Now by the end, the potato should look like a pearl, just pure yellowing white. Put that straight back in there, keeping the rinds in the centre there. Now if this is a performance art piece at that, then I guess the artwork is the actual conscious peeling of the potato. Now if I'm demonstrating it, if I'm talking to you whilst I'm doing it, I'm not sure whether it's actually a conscious effort, if I'm explaining the process. So maybe that, in a way, prevents it from being a performance as such. But then again, it might be a different type of work, I'm not sure yet. Now at home, I wonder if your efforts by the sink or wherever you're cutting your potatoes is a conscious effort. Are you making it so? Are you seeing how the blade slips along that surface? Are you making it into a real event? Oh gosh. I'm doing this quickly because there's quite a few potatoes to get done. And there's a meal to make at the end of this. Of course, if the performance is all about the conscious effort of cutting the potato, it's not necessary to make a meal out of it. You can simply go to the composter. Or, in a way, perhaps this is the artifact that comes out of the performance, the sort of evidence that the performance has taken place. I wonder if eating the potato at the end of it is another performance in itself. Not one that I've considered yet. Perhaps I'll make a different video where eating a potato is a performance, but for now, in this video, the performance is the peeling of the potato. There we go. Nice clean peel. Now, there is another method. Let's have a look at these potatoes, which is one with some warts on. Well, these are pretty good. Before I started this video, I selected these on the quality of the potatoes as well, so perhaps there aren't many warts. That might have been one of my criteria for choosing them. But I've picked up my knife now, my Stanley knife. It can be any knife you want, really. But this knife is good for getting rid of little warts on the edge. And also you can use it to peel your potato as well. It's a less efficient method, but one they probably would use in the army or where decent potato peelers weren't an option. And again, you see how this is of utter importance when using a knife, is that you do cut away from yourself and you don't cut towards your arteries and veins. Again, I find this method is a little bit more wasteful as well. I guess if you're to do it consciously and to really slice off a slow layer, you should be able to get a really nice cut out of it. But I'll do this whole potato using the knife to prove it kind of works well. How's it going on at home? What are you using to cut your potato? I wonder if there's a particular peeler that makes it more of a conscious thing. Also, I've noticed there are other methods of peeling a potato as well that doesn't even include a blade. There's this one method where you just boil your potatoes with the skins on, and then you put them in ice water for 10 to 15 seconds. And then you just pull them out of there, and you just use your fingers to remove the skin itself. But it takes out that conscious thing of peeling a potato if you're just smoothing it off. I guess it would become a different type of performance that I'll probably call it, I don't know, skinning of potatoes, massaging a potato to remove the skin. Not quite as catchy a title as simple peeling of potato. There we are. With lots of facets to this, lots of like angles and things, because it's just not quite the same kind of feel. Now I'm going to use this cloth just to clean my blade so that I don't have potato on it for the next time I use it. And for the last two potatoes, I'm just going to do it with my wonderful potato peeler. Now again, I'm doing it quickly. I guess a more conscious effort would do it slowly and really get that feeling of the slicing coming out of there. I guess at home, if you're watching this and you're peeling your potatoes at the same time, is that really a conscious effort? Or are you spending most of your time listening to me cutting my potatoes and talking about cutting my potatoes? If that's the case, is it still a performance? Is it an art piece that you're doing? Or do you just need to switch it off? Just switch off my video and do it yourself, consciously peeling your potatoes without my influence. Go on, do it. Just turn it off if it's distracting you from your art piece and your creation and your creativity. It's alright. But then again, maybe it is conscious, you watching this and doing things. We can multitask these days. We're very strange creatures that have these big brains. They're able to do lots of things at the same time. So you could probably make it conscious by watching this video as well. It's up to you. There we are. Oh, that's a lovely shape. So there, my last potato peeled. So there we are. That's peeling a potato as a performance art piece. Joseph Boyce will be proud. Just clean my blade. Oh, I can't wait to use that in a stew or something. How did you find that? Do you think you could use your pieces as evidence in a show? Is this still a relic of the art piece that you just made? Or these rinds, are they a relic of the performance you've just done? Could they be exhibited in an exhibition? Who knows? Maybe for a different video.